Chefanie shared a delicious recipe with us, and now she is back to set us up for success with all of the essential tools you need to be a pro baker. And I love that we're talking about this right now.
Yes.
In order to bake with the best, you got to be precise. So what tools do you have for us to precisely measure all of the things so the recipe comes out right?
Absolutely. So this is not just for the novice baker. This is just for the everyday baker. These are things it's good to like add to your baking repertoire as you get more creative in the kitchen. Okay, so let's get into anything to do with mixing first, shall we?
Yeah.
So stainless steel, bowls, measuring cups, measuring spoons, easy to wash, throw them in the dishwasher, done.
Done.
Okay, baking pans, essential, obviously. I prefer stainless steel just because they're more durable. That goes for cake pans and also cookie sheets.
Yes.
You can opt for aluminum, no problem. Just make sure they need to be lined because they're not...
They're not as durable.
Yeah, they're not as durable, right? Okay, so then we're gonna go on to the scale. This is your must-have, your #1. Please, everybody, go out and buy them. They are not expensive, under $20 now. If you want to make the same recipe over and over again, this is what's going to yield you consistent results time and time after again.
Very good.
Opt for the kitchen scale, okay?
What do you recommend when it comes to mixing?
Okay. Well, so you either can go with the stand mixer or you can go with the hand mixer, either or. I would prefer eventually everybody moves up to the big guy.
The big guy.
Yes, it just makes your life a little bit more easy. You can mix and walk away and do other things like decorate a cake.
Well, let's talk decorating then, because this is where things get a little dicey if you're someone like me. What do you need?
More than measuring cups. Okay, so first thing, we've got our turntable. I've got just a simple semi-naked mini cake here ready for us to kind of play with.
Yeah.
You do not want to walk around the cake. You want the cake to turn with you, okay? All right, so to make this a little bit fun, we're gonna take our offset spatula and I'm gonna get you to do a little bit of this jazz, okay? So I've got some colored frosting. The reason you wanna have an offset, so we see that little dip in there? Okay, this is just to make sure that when we're holding it up against the cake, our hand doesn't get in the way and the handle doesn't get in the way.
Makes sense.
Okay, so Tracy, I'm just gonna go on and like plop a couple like little splotches here, okay, of the blue, and then you can go on and do the same thing, but maybe how about with the purple?
Okay, with the same offset?
Yeah,
because I didn't know that's what they were called. So just do a few little splotches?
Yeah.
Like that?
Yeah. Yep, exactly.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna go in with the bench scraper. So this is what I would use to naturally frost the outside of a cake to yield really smooth results. So what you just did, if you did a whole cake with that kind of effect, and then you swipe all the way around, it actually would cause the colors to come together, and you have sort of like a watercolor effect. And I would go in and paint with some edible gold and other colors to add to that as well. Do you want to have a swipe around?
Yes. Okay. I sure do. This is very cool. So this is how they make all those swirly ombre looking cakes that I love to eat. I do appreciate the way they look for 2 seconds before I jump in. I try to anyways.
All right, piping tips. Piping bag, piping tips, make sure they're stainless steel, and make sure if you wash them, I'm gonna hand this one to you.
Thank you.
If you wash them, you must dry them right away or they're gonna rust.
The tips?
Yes.
Okay, all right.
So I put some open star tips on here. And literally, I'm just gonna do one little boop, and you're gonna do the same
mine
thing.
like I'm doing surgery, like I'm a surgeon. Okay, so I can do the same?
Yep.
So I go boop.
Okay, and then I'll do a little one, and you can do a little one.
And then I'm gonna do a little one.
And then I'll do one really big one.
And then I'm gonna do a really big one. Ooh!
Look at this. This is a really nice cake, I'm just gonna say.
Not bad. I was doing little groupings. I hope I didn't ruin it.
No, that's fine.
Okay.
If you feel like getting fancy, I'm gonna hand you a pair of tweezers.
Thank you. I've just got some chin hairs right there.
We know how to use a tweezer already. Okay, so this is really good for hand control. This obviously you don't need to go in and get right away. But if you're placing, if you want to be really precise with exactly where you want that, just like that. See, apparently I'm not that precise, guys. And, you know,
a little.
Okay, so we'll tuck that right in there. You can do the same thing.
Does it matter that if it matches or not?
No, no. I mean,
I am going to make it match.
This is just for fun. This is just so, your fingers don't get in the way. And then obviously, of course, if you use the regular sprinkles, you can just like sprinkle those guys on top, right?
I feel like I'm going to ruin it with the green, but whatever. I want to do a few more of this.
No, keep it going. And then these offsets come in other sizes as well. For larger cakes, you would want to use the larger one versus the smaller one, okay? And then, of course, your day-to-day good old spatula. Everybody needs one of these at home. This is not just for baking. This is like even to make a stir fry.
That's right. So all of the basic things I have, and I think it's good, the good tip about using stainless steel.
Absolutely,
but these tips are fantastic. I need to get this little baby Lazy Susan.
Yeah, you can get this under $10.
Great lesson there. Thank you, Chefanie. You can find all of her baking essentials, the whole guide on our website, cityline.tv.